This video and the Ultimate Comedy playlist are brought to you by Musical.ly. Download the app and check out WatchMojo's channel on Musical.ly. They're so funny, we keep coming back for more. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 comedy movie franchises.
Captain's log, stardate 23.9, rounded off to the nearest decimal point.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the best comedy film franchises of all time. To be eligible, a series needs to be live action and consist of at least 3 entries.
See, in my day, a barber was more than just somebody who sit around in a FUBU shirt with a draw hanging all out.
Number 10, the Three Flavors Cornetto Trilogy.
Do you want anything from the shop?
Cornetto.
Whether battling zombies or aliens, Edgar Wright's trilogy never fails to deliver the laughs. Reuniting the team behind the British comedy Spaced, the Three Flavors Cornetto series launched with the fantastic Shaun of the Dead, before keeping up the momentum with Hot Fuzz and The World's End.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Newton Haven.
Why?
For some unfinished business.
Parodying a wide range of genre films, Wright's witty trilogy stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, who portray different characters in each story. While the cast is fantastic, Wright is the real star of the show, as the filmmaker's sharp editing and direction instills a genuine urgency to the pair's comedic escapades.
What's the matter, Danny? You never taken a shortcut before?
Number 9, the Muppets franchise.
Uncle Kermit, is this about how the Muppets really got started?
Created by Jim Henson, this ragtag group of puppets has been a staple of the big and small screen for decades. With The Muppet Show proving successful, Kermit, Miss Piggy, and the gang made their feature-length debut in 1979's The Muppet Movie. Incorporating a ton of self-aware and meta jokes alongside over-the-top musical numbers, The Muppets offer fun for the whole family.
Can you help me? I have lost my sense of direction.
Have you tried Hare Krishna?
No.
Over the years, Henson's puppets have headlined 8 films, including a couple of revered literary adaptations, with most garnering positive reviews.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
The early 21st century reboot established the Muppets for a new generation.
Kermit, what's more illegal? Briefly inconveniencing Jack Black or destroying the Muppets?
Kidnapping Jack Black, Fozzie?
Number 8, the Austin Powers franchise. The International Man of Mystery is a comedic icon. Mike Myers took his quirky Saturday Night Live style humor to the big leagues, with Austin Powers serving as the comedian's crowning achievement.
Oh, behave.
Acting as a hilarious alternative to James Bond and Derek Flint, Austin Powers parodies 1960s spy thrillers by ridiculing their silly plots, stock characters, and excessive machismo.
It says here, name Danger Powers.
No. Danger's my middle name.
Bond is not the only target, as Myers constantly references and satirizes pop culture of the era, including an appearance by Jerry Springer. This trilogy propelled Austin Powers and Dr. Evil into cinematic legend.
Do I make you horny, baby? Do I? Do I make you randy?
Number 7, the Beverly Hills Cop franchise.
May I help you?
Yes, you have a reservation for an Axel Foley?
For a while, Eddie Murphy could do no wrong. Beverly Hills Cop followed the adventures of Murphy's Detroit cop, who visits California to solve the murder of his friend. Aided by local cops Billy Rosewood and John Taggart, Foley quickly realizes that Beverly Hills is not nearly as glamorous as it pretends to be.
Yeah, but tell me, son, what's the charge?
Possession of a concealed weapon and disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace? I got thrown out of a window!
Surprisingly gritty for a comedy franchise, Murphy is at his trash-talking best during the first 2 movies.
Go home now and relax for the rest of the week. I'll straighten this whole thing out. It's Miller time.
All right, thank you.
Despite the final film's attempt to soften up Foley's character, the Beverly Hills Cop movies are a fantastic ride and also work as murder mysteries.
Oh, you said they had no guns! They must have changed their worldview.
Number 6, National Lampoon's Vacation franchise.
I gotta be crazy. I'm on a pilgrimage to see a moose.
National Lampoon can be hit or miss, but this franchise is a cut above the rest. Spanning 5 theatrical movies, Vacation follows the Griswolds as they try and fail to experience a carefree holiday.
There are no lots open on Christmas Eve. Louis burned down my tree, so I replaced it as best I could. Voila.
Are you okay?
Led by Chevy Chase's charming buffoonery, the original comedy that launched the series saw the Griswolds drive cross-country to Wally World, while the sequels took the family to Europe and Las Vegas. Vacation is about a relatively normal and loving family who happen to bring the worst out in each other.
Worse? How could they get any worse? Take a look around you, Ellen. We're at the threshold of hell.
Number 5, the Ghostbusters franchise.
What happened? Are you okay?
He slimed me.
Who you gonna call? 1984's Ghostbusters was a smart, irreverent, and occasionally dark blockbuster that spawned a sequel, a reboot, and multiple TV series. Written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, who starred alongside Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, and Sigourney Weaver, and directed by Ivan Reitman, Ghostbusters holds up incredibly well.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Even today, there is nothing funnier than watching the sarcastic Peter Venkman riff on a giant marshmallow man.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
Admittedly, the sequel and reboot struggle to replicate the original's high standard, but the Ghostbusters' trademark quirkiness and charm remained mostly intact.
Okay, power up!
Number 4, the Back to the Future franchise.
Well, it's a DeLorean, right?
Bear with me, Marty. All your questions will be answered. Roll tape.
Who knew time travel could be so funny? Over the course of 3 movies, Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown evolve rock and roll, fast forward to a surprisingly accurate 2015, and get involved in an old-school Western shootout. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, the Back to the Future trilogy presents a perfect blend of comedy and adventure, with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd delivering performances of a lifetime.
I am rich, though, right?
Marty, please, take off your shirt.
As each entry drastically alters the setting, the sequels feel fresh and progressive. While other sci-fi films fade with age, Back to the Future just keeps getting better.
Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Number 3, the Pink Panther franchise.
Facts, Hercule. Facts. Nothing matters but the facts.
Inspector Jacques Clouseau is on the case. Peter Sellers' incompetent detective was only a minor character in the first Pink Panther film, but due to his overwhelming popularity, Clouseau earned a promotion.
What?
Including the Steve Martin, Alan Arkin, and Roberto Benigni versions, 12 Pink Panther films have been released.
So you are a little lamb who has come to Clouseau for to learn.
While the latter entries fall short of Sellers' run, the original Clouseau bumbled his way through some gut-wrenchingly funny investigations.
And when they opened the door, she received a bump upon the head.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Inspector, come to the point.
Mostly written and directed by Blake Edwards, the memorable sketches are punctuated by good action and Henry Mancini's iconic theme song. Number 2, the Naked Gun franchise.
I'm Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad. And don't ever let me catch you guys in America.
David Zucker followed up Airplane and Top Secret by cleaning the streets of Los Angeles with the help of Lieutenant Frank Drebin. Based on a short-lived television series, the Naked Gun trilogy is a comedic tour de force that cemented Leslie Nielsen as a bona fide legend.
Well, when I see 5 weirdos dressed in togas stabbing a guy in the middle of the park in full view of 100 people, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy.
While not above parodying other films, Police Squad prioritized slapstick humor, visual gags, and puns. A decision that helped the franchise age gracefully.
All I know is it's downtown and big.
That's the way I like it.
Nielsen's deadpan delivery juxtaposes perfectly with the trilogy's insane plots, and we doubt there's a single person who does not love the Naked Gun's intro. Before we get to our number 1 entry, if you're a fan of comedy, you should check out Musical.ly. They've got tons of hilarious videos on there. Here's one of our favorites. Download the Musical.ly app to check out more. And now, back to our list. Number 1, the Monty Python franchise.
What are you gonna do, bleed on me?
I'm invincible!
The surreal humor of Monty Python's Flying Circus translated astonishingly well to the big screen. After testing the waters with 1971's, and now for something completely different, Monty Python knocked it out of the park with The Holy Grail, an absurd comedy based on the legend of King Arthur. So, how do you follow up one of the best films of all time? Well, Monty Python set their eyes on the New Testament and brought the house down with Life of Brian.
Always look on the light side of life.
The comedy group bowed out with The Meaning of Life, an ambitious sketch film that covered the stages of life.
A boy or a girl?
No, I think it's a little early to start imposing roles on it, don't you?
This video and the Ultimate Comedy playlist are brought to you by Musical.ly. Download the app and check out WatchMojo's channel on Musical.ly.